What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLad88 coming at you with another video. Today I am joined by
Neodarkguy.
He is the Exceeds user of Team 3 Summons, and today he has a deck profile for us. What is it?
It is the clowns. You love them, you hate them. It is Eminem, aka Pepe, aka PayPal.
Wow, that one I have not heard before. Alright, let's go ahead and get started.
Alright. So, the ringleaders of the Three Ring Circus, Monkey Board, Crowback Joker, and Pendulum Sorcerer. All 3 copies.
Don't you mean Dante?
Yes, it's Dante.
New Dante.
New Dante. Old Dante. No Dante. Anyway, they're the ringleaders. He searches too. So he's more ringleader than the others. But, they all contribute to their search power. He does it on normal summons, he does it in pendulum zones, and he does it when he's special summons. Also, Sorcerer has an effect to where if you have him in pendulum zone, he gets everything across the board that is a perform pal plus 1,000. So that is really powerful, and that just wins games sometimes because I can just pendulum summon 4 perform pals and just OTK.
That's what's up.
No, it's not. That's stupid. Next, it is Silverclaw, the protecting guard god of perform pals. Bark? Bark indeed. Every time he attacks, all the perform pals get plus 300, including himself. And if he's in scales, all perform pals get plus 300 anyway. So, you know, making everybody big and beefy and stuff. He is the strong man of our circus. He's also dark, that leads into other plays, and he also combos off of Trapeze Magician, so it's Part Naga, the one of the guy you have to run in Shatter Foil. So he has 2 purposes, well, 3 purposes technically. 1 being our soul Shadow Foil. 2, when he's in scales, you can target 1 monster, it gets plus any monster, it gets plus 300 for every perform pal card you control, i.e. your scales as well. And then if you summon him, he gets plus 300 permanently. But while he's on board, level 5 or lower monsters can't attack, including himself. So we usually just kill him off with Sorcerer. He also hides behind the chain link of Sorcerer also hides behind the chain link of this, so you have to hit this and not my Sorcerer. So thank you, simultaneous effect on chains. Geetartle and Lizard Draw are Searchful, Pot of Greed, are constant plus 1 in this guy. Or I'll start this.
Come on.
There also are 6 scales. This right here, this is straight up Satan when it goes off because draws are really, really important in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. And sometimes he just helps get you out of bad hands. Next up, Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, the Dragon Man. He's the reason why I run a lot of multiples of Pendulum cards. Because if you like happen to brick, which is seldom, you can put one of your pendulum scales in here with him. He'll destroy it, and not only will you get a monster back, you're also deeper in deck, and the monster will go to your extra deck so you can use it later. Also, he brings out the best cards in this deck's extra deck, which is really important whenever you need to OTK or come back or whatever. Fun fact: I got him while he was $3. So. That's all. On to our mages. First up is Trick Clown. Trick Clown still kind of puts in work. It beats for 16. Whenever it dies, it brings back a perform mage, wherever it be, like one of your scales that happen went to the graveyard, a hat tricker, himself, or Trapeze Magician. So it's a very versatile card. I don't think he's like good enough to run at 2, but you know, 1 Trick Clown is always good. Hat Tricker. I know a lot of people run Hat Tricker at 1, but I kind of not like losing to, you know, Naturia Beast. So as soon as I get into another level 4 and this guy, I kind of kill Naturia Beast with Extreme Prejudice. So whatever stops me from playing the game is kind of bad, and we want to prevent that. Also, he makes Diamond Direwolf, which is the best card ever because it just solves problems. Up after that is Damage Juggler, the most important of the mages. Because just like the Ringmasters, he too searches. He also negates a little card called Wavering Eyes. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but that card's a bitch. And if we stop that card, good us. Like, also he happens to stop damage. He also happens to negate other cards that aren't Wavering Eyes, but you know, that's neither here or there. We kind of want to negate Wavering Eyes. Also, you can use them as seed material.
That card is the stupid.
Also,
That card's stupid. That card is the stupid too. The Wavering Eyes is the stupid.
Flush Fire!
It's so plushy.
The other important Perform Mage, but not as important as Damage Juggler. He is the card you usually search off Damage Juggler because you can, like, whenever he's destroyed, you get another Perform Mage, like, on the board. And he goes back to extra deck so you can resummon him so he can die. Also, if he's destroyed anywhere, whether it be scales, monsters, or as long as it's on the field, you get that search. So he combos well with Bluster Pendulum, Wavering Eyes, Pendulum Sorcerer. So that's always a constant plus whatever to whatever play you're doing.
Also the stupid.
Last but not least, Mirror Conductor at 3.
The stupid.
A lot of people only run him at 1, but I like to control the battle phase, being a former Boojin player and all. So this card really helps out. He just threatens Infinities, he threatens Rapalesias, he threatens a lot of stuff. Monarchs, everything. Switching your attack and defense, or just switching your attack, is really busted. He's also a 3 scale that whenever you're low on scales, you can just put him in scales, and you still can swap attack points. He's just really good. He's also searchable off Damage Juggler, and I don't know why people... I can see why people don't run him at 3. I don't know why people don't run him at 2. He's like a really good card. Hand Trap in the format, Max C, because when your opponent's about to go off and you toss that Max C, you have them thinking twice. And Zephyros the Elite. Zephyros the Elite is really important for a couple of reasons. 1, he beats for 16. 2, he's a dark. And 3, he has this neat little effect that says target one face-up card on the board, put it back into your hand, and then you can special summon him. So not only is he another body for your Exceed summons, he is also a Wing Beast so you can get more uses out of Diamond Direwolf. And he's also an instrument to where you can make Evil Swarm Nightmare. Also, if you happen to bounce back a Monkey board, that's just more plus for you, I guess. But that seldomly ever happens. Onto our spell of traps. 2 Twin Twister, because why not? It just destroys spells and traps, and it's up to, so you can like mess around. So I know some people are trying to play the Huge Revolution is over, and you can be like, just target that one, and that card's kind of dead. Also, it's a discard outlet, so when you need to discard Zephyros or Trick Clown or Damage Juggler or anything like that, you can discard it while killing your opponent's spell traps. Next spell, Wavering Eyes. Best thing ever in a Pendulum mirror match, or just against other Pendulums in general. Blowing up their Pendulum scales and yours, and then plussing off of it, and then having a non-targetable banishing effect is pretty good. Also, it burns for 500, which closes the window of which you need to OTK. It makes it a lot easier. And also, it searches for one of the ring leaders, the ring masters. And what's better than searching? More searching. On to our trap cards, which basically all do the same thing. Warning, Notice, and Grand Horn of Heaven. They all negate special summons, pendulum summons, and if you can't pendulum summon, you can't play the game. And if I negate your pendulum summon, they all go to the graveyard, so you can't get it back. On to the extra deck, which starts off with Bujinki Amaterasu. And this is a personal tech choice of mine, because one day I was dueling and I was out of damage jugglers, and I was like, how can I get back more damage jugglers? And then this card popped up. So whenever I special summon damage juggler off of Amaterasu and use it as a seed material, or just let it die, it goes back to your grave to where you get more searches or whatnot. Also, if you activate it on your opponent's turn, it goes back into your hand, so you can negate more damage or negate more Wavering Eyes or what have you. 2 Trapeze Magician. The reason I run him at 2 is because if he's destroyed in my possession, I still get the float off of it, so that means you essentially can't negate him. And since people have stopped running Bottomless, that means he's getting that float effect off no matter what. Also, he has a Spell Speed 2 effect, to where in the main phase I can target one of my monsters, and it can attack twice. So that helps the OTK. And if I target my Silver Claw gets an additional +3 for each second attack. So all my perform power monsters get +6 as opposed to the original +3. Got a Cowboy, the stealer of games, and this one time where I had to put him in attack position to get over a monster. So. That goes to Emerald. I'm thinking about taking him out because games go so quick. But in the grind, Daigusto Emerald really shines because you get to put back in your extra deck monsters, or put back in your searchers, or put back in anything else, and you still have more access to it, and then you get to draw a card. I think he'll be better whenever mages get hit and we go into like more Draco Slayer oriented builds because Vector and Master are both vanillas and you can special summon them off. That goes stuff. Ragnar Zero. Really good this format because a lot of stuff modifies attack and defense, and if a lot of stuff does not modify attack and defense, you use your Mirror Conductor and then you force that attack modification. So Ragnar Zero is really important in that aspect. Also, Cyber Dragon Infinity modifies his own attack and defense, so he also kind of threatens Infinity as well. So Evil Swarm Nightmare. A little tech I stole from Japan because I saw them run it first. It needs 2 level 4 dark monsters, and whenever your opponent special summons a monster outside the damage step, you can flip all those monsters face down, wherever it be 1, 2, whatever. It also hits Pendulum Summoning, and it's also not once per turn. And if I happen to have Mirror Conductor on the board, it becomes a 1950 meter. So, hey, more props to Mirror Conductor, I guess. Ooh, Abyss Dweller, self-explanatory because Burning Abyss and Cosmo are still around, and if they're still around, this card will continually shit on those decks. King of Pharaohs. He's only in here for 2 reasons. One, I think I still am, or I was running Crush card in the side, so he's a Crush target. 2, I have Deck Heavy. Thank you, not Crush card. 2, I have 3 reptiles that are all scales. So if I go Crowback Joker into Hat Tricker into this, I have another scale, just complete my scales. Castell, he solves problems like anti-spell or monsters that are too big that we can't run over. So Diamond Direwolf, the other problem solver that kills anything, MVP. Mr. Infernity over here just giving me a thumbs up for just like running this.
Mr. Infernity.
Yeah, it kills trap cards dead. Like Diamond Direwolf just beats the shit out of trap cards. And now on to the team 3 summons of this deck. Magister Paladin, the Ascending Draco Slayer. He just needs 2 level 4 Pendulum monsters, and on the turn it's summoned during the end phase, you get to search for another like Pendulum monster, which comes in really clutch. And if you're running the Ariande build and you're not running this card, you are dumb as shit. Just had to put that one out there. Also, he brings out a Luster Pendulum from your extra deck face up, so you can keep on going off. Which leads into Ignis or Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer, which is usually the first one you bring out. He is at a mighty 2850, where that is really good, and its effect is even more powerful because you get to target 1 Pendulum card anywhere, in any scale, in any side of the board, destroy, and if you do, you shuffle 1 card on the board back into the deck, which doesn't target, which Cosmos hate this motherfucker with a passion. And also, he special summons from the main deck in defense position a Luster Pendulum Draco Slayer, which you can use to bring out Dinosaur Powerful, Dinosaur Powerful, the Mighty Draco Slayer, who his attack power is at 2000, which is meh, but his defense is at 2950. He not only defends himself, but he defends all your pendulums, because when he's on the board, pendulums in your scales or on the board can't be destroyed while he's alive, which is pretty often why I bring out Lizard Draw, because Lizard Draw says when something dies, you get to draw cards equal to the number of form powers you have, and you have to kill this first before you can kill Lizard Draw. So if I have those 2 on the boards, when you kill this, I'm drawing. So...
That's pretty legit. Any other comments before we peace out?
No, just Team 3 summons, bro. That's what it's all about. That's what it's been all about since day one, man. Just Team 3 summons. Just Synchro and Seed Fusion. Like, how do you stop that? That is OTK on board.
Alright, well, thanks very much for the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be back at you later with future videos. This is Parker Lad.
Neodarkguy, Kid We Don't Like, Infernity Guy. Signing out.
We're out. Catch you guys later.